Well, hello and welcome all to our Cat and Sam's fireside chat with animals, should they decide to partake.
Hello.
Hello, my darling. Hello. Booty, are you going to say hello? Hello. Not to me,
Booty.
my darling. Booty, booty, booty. Oh.
But he wants to say hello to you.
Hello.
My dog just wants to be a star in his own right.
Well,
he's like staring
I'm not
at
quite
the
sure
camera.
what Booty wants. What do you want? What do you want, my darling?
He probably wants some kisses from his mom.
Kisses. Some kisses. It's because
So I think that was a really good chat we had.
I think that was a fantastic chat, and you know, I mean, one of the oh, sorry, that was Booty's bum. Oops. No, I mean, one of the fantastic, which of course, obviously, we've got the lovely Bethany coming on with her poetry and things, but it really has been absolutely so emotional, the responses. There was one social worker who said that they'd been trying to assist this lady to leave because it's impossible to leave. You know, you've got no money, nowhere to go. You've been brainwashed, you know, and we understand that about veterans. And these are veterans. These are people who are in a war. They're at the front line, and then they are veterans of it. But the social worker took a punt and showed her love, and she wrote to me and she said, "You've achieved in 80 minutes what we've been trying to do for years," and she's leaving. And the idea that it's having that kind of impact on people is just mind-blowing. And I know that there was somebody who fed back to you about changing a family who were changing. It helped their understanding, so they then changed their response to their daughter to help her, in order to actually help her escape, rather than just saying, well, why doesn't she leave?
Right. I think that's huge. And I get messages all the time in the film forum we did as well about, there's quite a few people in there that were, after watching your film, understanding what it was and their need to leave their situations. And it's difficult when you're asking people to leave a situation that they know is going to cause them extreme an extreme volatile reaction from somebody who has been purposefully harming them.
Yeah.
For years,
psychologically,
if not decades.
or emotionally, as well as physically. And it is a survival act. This is the thing, and hopefully this is what... So the film isn't just for survivors. It's actually for anybody who main target is for people who don't know anything about it, because it's
right.
The understanding that you are in survival mode. And this is the other thing, and this is proven, is the time you're most likely to die is when you leave. So that's one of the reasons they don't leave. We know that the repercussions of us leaving, and if not directly to ourselves, to our children, to other family members. There was somebody else I knew, his partner, who was male, would set fire to the bins outside his mum's house. His sister had to have razor wire around her house. So we forget that the ripple effect to the families. It's not just the perpetrator and the victim, it's the children. And my big passion is the children and the inclusion of children. We've just had it in 2021. in law, thankfully, of children being recognised as victims of domestic abuse in their own right in the UK, as opposed to just witnessing it, because you can't, nobody in their right minds can expect somebody who mistreats the other parent is going to be a perfectly healthy, emotionally, psychologically healthy parent to their child. It's
Exactly.
you know. But, you know, we've still got presumption of contact no matter what. And I mean, some of it's absolutely ridiculous. And again, this isn't about, you know, somebody just being a cow and not letting their ex see their kids, which is often how it's portrayed, just because they want more money or whatever. It's actually, you know, we have in this country, because we've got a presumption of law, which it was right to bring it in, because it was to cover those things, but it's not been done correctly, or it needs looking at again, because we've got parents who, invariably male, who are known to have sexually abused their children, to physically have violently abused their children, and their children are still being forced to see them. Now, what message does that send to the child about their value, about their safety, about their rights? And then we wonder why we wonder why this perpetuates.
Right, exactly.
And it goes back to your point of what you said, you know, the children. It's absolutely the children.
Well, I believe it was you that was talking about what France has done with, if you have domestic violence, of totally taking away the kid from that parent.
They tried to...
and I'm sure it's tough, because it's a very slight manipulation, but once you learn the patterns, you can see it. And that's what's really key, is learning the patterns and the behaviors and the responses from those that are being victimized.
Yes, because, and this is another really interesting one, because that's one of the things in the UK as well. So they tried to sort of soften it, change it a little bit by changing. You don't have parental rights here; you have parental responsibilities.
I think it's great wording.
Yeah, but it's still, you know, then somebody just says, well, I've got my parental responsibility rights. It's about their sense of entitlement, you know. So it's
comes back to that language thing.
But it also comes down to somebody's entitlement. Actually, that is the correct wording. When you have a child, you are a parent. It is a responsibility. You are absolutely responsible for that child in every way, no matter what's going on between you and the other parent. For you, as you know, that's a little life that you have brought into the world, and you're responsible for its safety, its health, and its happiness. And using that child to abuse the other parent, that's not responsible. You know,
right? Or using that child to gain whatever it is that you're trying to gain as a person, and not thinking of that child.
But also,
and I'm talking about your own, validating your own life. You know, in like thinking that you're living through that child's life,
yes,
as well, and they're not good enough, or raising the golden child who lets everybody know that that's the perfect child, and grooming them to be whatever it is. Yeah, grooming.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, haven't we? The similarities in domestic abuse which it is, you know, and we understand paedophilia. We understand the grooming aspect. We understand the psychological brainwashing. We understand that there is nothing whatsoever that the victim has done to attract that. It's all on the abuser's shoulders. and yet we can't seem to transfer that. But it's the same. It's the tactics are, there are so many crossover tactics.
Right. Well, it's much like the. Keep going. I'm going to look something up really quick.
Okay. But yeah, in France, it's really interesting actually that France and Belgium seem to be bringing in some really good laws. Scotland have got some good ones as well. I mean, we're all learning, and we have to. But at the same time, you see, I say that, and then I think, no, actually, enough's enough. Enough is enough. We know stuff now. It just has to stop. Sorry, that's it's my Friday fury. I don't know why I'm in that kind of mood, really, but I love the film. Is hopefully it'll go on a bigger streaming platform. We're just waiting to hear about it going to other countries where the voice in it is done in the language of that country. So rather than it being dubbed,
that's nice.
Rather than it being what's the word I'm looking for? Subtitled.
Nice.
People are going to get sort of say well-known actors or whatever in their own country. So it's people's voice. So it's in the. It's about victims' voices, and I think it's very important that it's heard in the voice, in the language of the country it's being shown in. So, and it was it's just our little bit. There's so many people doing so much towards stopping domestic abuse, and it's just us, me and us.
My hope is that it does the same thing with what you did so brilliantly in the use of your voice in driving that conversation, because I think that was important when we're talking about these heavy conversations. I just want to say that coercive control refers to any pattern of behavior an abuser uses to dominate their partner and limit their freedom. And I think that's an excellent definition of what is done.
Yeah. Because when you love somebody, you want them to be happy. You want them to be free. You want them to be in a job they love. You want to support them. Yes, you have to find, it's not all roses and white picket fences. You have to make hard decisions as well. But fundamentally, that should be your intent. And if it's not,
correct,
and if that's not there, that's not love.
Yeah, and seek some help. Seriously, the way you're going about it is just wrong. And I kind of like the fact that the coercive control is talking about the behavior and not the person.
Mm. Yeah.
Because I think that's important.
Yeah.
Because name calling is another form of, bullying.
Yes.
And we get caught up in that. And that's one of the things that's going to be coming up is language. And we also need to be talking, about, I was just thinking about holidays and, the isolation that's done at holidays, the intimidation that's done at holidays, the control that's done in these areas. So,
yes, and how language can be used to both hurt and heal.
So the film is wonderful, and it's a good way of putting it. One thing that I have to say right now is that I've had a lot of fun laughing with you today.
And I've had a lot of fun laughing with you today as well.
And I'm hoping Gary's going to run some funny voices for us.
And some funky music.
Yeah, and some funky music, because I want to see Sam's reaction to some voices when we talk.
Oh, okay, go on then.
Can you do that one?
Go on.
Let me pull that up.
Did you lose her?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
She's still there.
I'm still here, baby. I'm not going.
He's pulling it up right now.
Okay. Just for anybody who doesn't realise, we've just been playing with some technical funnery that...
Right?
Oh my God! Do that again!
Hello. How are you, Miss Snackinsell?
Oh, that is fantastic! Now I know how they make the Haribo adverts. I've always wondered how they did that.
Okay.
Oh, you sound bonkers. Oh, I like
How are
that.
you today?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I like that one. I like that one a lot. I want that on my answer phone.
How about this one? I'm a DJ robot.
Oh my God, you're way down here. It's fantastic.
We're gonna do some hellish stuff today.
You sound like Beelzebub there.
Sam, you're just dreaming.
Oh, these are awesome. These are absolutely awesome.
And the electric beat.
I need one of those. See if you can get. Oh. I can't wait to talk to you again. Oh my goodness. Do what?
This is the fishbowl. Like we're talking in a fishbowl.
We are talking in a fishbowl.
And here's the haunted one.
Ooh. Oh, well, that haunted one is good. It's spooky.
And this is the witness protection one.
Oh,
And
God.
that's a whisper.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so I gotta tell you a little secret. I got a hot fire going here. Just a little bit. What's that one you were gonna have down there that was you were gonna do? Sinister.
I'm not sure if I can be sinister. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Isn't that hilarious?
Yes.
Oh, they are fantastic. That's
Oh
made
my God.
That has made my day, my darling. That's made my day.
All right. So there's a little fun with our podcast stuff and our voices and stuff we can play with. And let me tell you, me and Sam are gonna play.
We are going to play. Have a great Friday, everybody, or whenever this goes out.
Okay, we're out.
We're out. See you soon, baby.